Hi and welcome to a Sweet Careers video. This is Grace Cutney. Today we are continuing our series of examining common resume errors that I've encountered as I've worked with college students and recent graduates. Today we're talking about the indiscriminate use of resume templates. Now don't get me wrong, some templates can be very useful for you, but in my experience most college students are able to come up with an effective creative resume without using a template. Now this particular sample that I have is actually pulled from Microsoft Word 2007. There are actually a lot more templates available in the 2007 suite than there had been in the past, but this particular example is a good one to demonstrate some of the problems that some templates can have. So if you choose to use a template, make sure that it really fits your specific needs and that it's something that you can tailor for specific employers. In this example, having an objective statement is certainly fine, as you've probably seen in previous videos or in some of my blog posts, but the description here says for you to include your career goal and or your ideal job. It's probably a little bit misleading. You don't necessarily want to focus on what you want to get out of a job. Instead, you want to focus on what it is that you can offer a particular employer. This section here in the under experience is one that I really disagree with. It's not a good idea, in my opinion, to have your dates of employment listed on the left-hand side of the page. It's one of the first things that an employer will see. So I always encourage applicants to have their dates of employment on the right-hand side of the page rather than on the left-hand side. Anything you want to emphasize, you want to have on the left-hand side of the page and closest to the top of the document. Also, feel free, of course, to have more than 3 bullet points per job experience, and also consider including not only your job experience but also volunteer, student leadership positions, community leadership positions, anything that you think is relevant to the particular employer. And for many college students and recent grads, your work experience isn't necessarily the most relevant to your field. Sometimes it's internships, sometimes it's volunteer positions that you've held. Also, in this case, the education section falls below the experience section. For those of you who have a significant amount of experience, then certainly having your experience section first makes sense. But for many of you, your education section is going to be the most related to the position that you're applying for, in which case you want to have your education section first above the experience section. So if you decide to use a resume template, just be thoughtful about it, careful, and don't choose one indiscriminately. And as always, college students and recent grads receive free resume and cover letter reviews. Just go to sweetcareers.blogspot.com for more information.